Hey y'all, so I'm back with another video. I'm knocking these videos out today, okay? I have stuff to talk about. So let's get right into the Dionne Warwick and Beyonce little whatever you want to call it. So Miss Warwick, she went and I forgot who she talked to. She talked to somebody and she pretty much was saying how, she felt like Beyonce was not an icon. She said she doubts it. Simply because of the fact that, if she has to compare Beyonce to her, to her peers, which is, Whitney Nipper Houston, Miss Aretha Franklin, Miss Gladys Knight, Miss Patti LaBelle, Miss Celine Dion, who will run all up and down the scale and kill you. People like that. She just feels like, she's not there yet. Give her about 40 years down the road. So you know how the beehive is. The beehive say, run. Beehive came in and attacked. And this is my feelings on that. If y'all don't know, I stand for Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. I stand. One of the only people, I'm trying to think his name right. The only person that's a little bit close is Drake. But I really stand for Beyonce. However, I am a reasonable stand, and I can look at things from a very I'm not one of the crazy beehives. Like I always say, there's layers to this beehive level. I am nowhere near at like the tippy top. Like I stand for her work ethic. I stand for her music. The way she looks, she's flawless to me. But I don't go as hard as other people in the hive. I just really don't. So originally, when I first heard about it, I'm like, it's her opinion. She period. That's how I look at it. It's her opinion. We can't tell nobody how to feel. If that's how she feels, that's how she feels. I think a lot of people had the problem with the fact that she said that she doubts it, like she doubts Beyonce would ever even get there, which she came back and she cleared it up, the next day, saying that's not really what I was trying to say, pretty much. This is how I look at Beyonce. In my mind, Beyonce is already iconic, but that's just in my mind. In my mind, I am not Miss Dionne. I am not Miss Patty. I am not Miss Aretha. I am none of those people. You are talking about people who have sustained a career for like, good golly, 40, 50, 60 plus years. You're talking about people who was dropping music in the 60s. Bitch, from 60, let's start at, if we do 1960 to 2000, that's 40 years. Then if you do from 2000 to 2020, that's another 20, that is 60 years. That is iconic. That is iconic in itself. The fact that you can have came out that long ago and you're still able to work, you can still and go to concerts and people still come out and people still praise you and everything like that. I think that's amazing, and I do believe that she has a point when she says that as far as being an icon, we got to see where you at 30, 40 years down the road from now to really even say that. You know what I mean? I can get that, because really I feel like nowadays with stan culture, we are so quick to call people, the internet is so quick to call anybody icon. Ariana Grande sniffs on the track and, oh my gosh, iconic, better than Mariah. Oh my gosh, she's not better than Mariah. Let's never go there. Maybe she can sing better than her right this second, but she's not no Mariah, and she would never be Mariah. I love Ari, but she don't have the impact of no Mariah Carey. She just don't. She's that bitch, definitely. She's that bitch for sure, but she's not a Mariah's level, and I don't even think Ariana would even think that. So it's like, I gotta look at it from like, come on, let's be real about it. Let me tell you why I personally believe that she is iconic already, because what I believe is that even if somebody right now doesn't believe that she's iconic, give it 20, 30 years down the line, she will be. That's how I look at it, at least. She's like a legend, pretty much. To me, she's already a legend. And I can see why somebody would say she's not an icon yet. I feel like that. But like I said, I only feel like that because I feel like that's her end goal. So if I know 20, 30 years from now she's going to be an icon, girl, I might as well just call you it right now. We're going to give you your flowers now. You are an icon to me. Let's start here. I can't go all day about why I believe that she will be revered as an icon by everybody 20, 30 years from now. I can only talk about what's going on right here and right now, okay? My generation, I am 25 years old. You know, we haven't had many it hasn't been really, we're gonna stick with female entertainers for a second. There hasn't been really been a lot of female entertainers, singers that like has really like stood the test of time and really has done the stuff that she has done. You gotta remember, Beyonce came out with Destiny's Child in the mid to late 90s. You feel me? Like, no was what, 98? Like, so from 98 all the way up until now, 2019, sis has pretty much, she's been around. This is my humble opinion. This last decade that we've been in, from about 2010 to next year 2020, this whole time frame to me has made her iconic. This little time frame, because what she has been able to do with her albums alone, it's too much. She's really done a lot. Let's talk about how she literally has changed the whole game as far as album releases are concerned. You know, Beyonce back in the day when she had B-Day, she had the anthology, and you know, she had videos for every single last one of them. But the way that she dropped Beyonce self-titled, let me tell y'all where I was when this shit dropped. I was a think I was a sophomore. I was a sophomore in college, and girl, I was sitting there up on my bed on my laptop. I think I had just stopped watching House of Cards or something like that, and I was on my phone scrolling, and I said, "Oh, y'all not telling the truth. There is no way that she dropped the album. Impossible. Sis dropped the album right on our heads in the middle of the night like it was nothing. No promotion, no nothing. And you know what? You can't even buy the songs. And guess what? And you can't find it on YouTube for free. Guess what? Buy it. Buy it, ho. Pay for it. I didn't have Apple at the time, so do you know how long it took for me to actually be able to like listen to the whole album start to finish and watch all of the videos? Her team is superb. It's superb. It's superb for nothing to get out like that. Ever since December of 2013, it is now the standard for people to just drop albums out of nowhere. People wasn't doing that before. I want y'all to go back and look. People were not doing that before December 2013. There was a way that you roll out an album. There's a single, and then there maybe is another single, and then you go on your rounds of interviews, and then you drop your album, and then you push your album. No, not sis. Sis just said, here, take it. And ever since then, that's why everybody does that now. That's why people will literally come a day before album's about to drop and say something. Or people won't say anything at all. They'll just let the whole thing drop. That is the Beyonce effect, okay? That's just one of the many ways that she has transformed the industry. You know what I'm saying? That in itself is iconic alone. To me, that was an iconic move. That was like when Cersei blew up the daggone sept on Game of Thrones. Boss bitch type shit. Like boss bitch type shit. Let's get into her performance skill, shall we? Performance wise, that's why I started to stand, because I've always liked Beyonce. How could I not? You know what I'm saying? She's everywhere. She's been everywhere damn near my whole life, okay? It's the performance. When I went on YouTube, and shout out to Brian B, because that's the first Beyonce stand I ever knew of, especially on YouTube, and he used to like talk about her different performances. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna look at some of these performances. Even back then, sis performance, like the amount of like energy she brings to the stage, her stage presence, her vocals, everything is on point, okay? And she has done nothing but get better ever since. It's just the better and better and better and better. Every single time Beyonce gets on your screen, you know for a fact that this wig, it's about to go. It's gone. The wig is about to be gone. It's about to be no more. It won't be here any longer, because she's gonna take it from the base of the wig and she's gonna snatch it all out. Oh, so many iconic performances. Let's just do in this decade alone. She did the Super Bowl, period. Did the Super Bowl again, period. Did I feel like Glastonbury was definitely within this decade. Killed that, okay? Did Made in America, killed that. It's just so many. Her Grammys performance, it's just so many different performances where you could be like, Yes. Yes, that's it. So the first time that I was actually able to even go see Beyonce was I was able to go see her for the Formation World Tour. It was the first tour I ever went to. And I know people are like, what? Let me tell you something. I love music and I love people, but I've never been the type to want to go to a concert. I've never wanted to go to a concert, and that's facts. I've never looked at anybody, not no Chris Brown. No, the only thing I used to want to go to is the Scream tour back in the day. Shout out to all my 90s babies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's the only tour I wanted to go to. Outside of that, never wanted to go to no tour. Never wanted to go to Chris's tour. Never wanted to go to Usher. Nobody. I just never cared to, because to me the music was good enough. But sis, I had to go see. So I went to go see her at the Formation World Tour. My seats were beautiful. It was the best thing I've ever been to. And I went to the Millennium Tour too, y'all, which I reviewed the Millennium Tour. Please go back. It's like my first video. Very lit tour too. But the Formation World Tour though, the Formation World Tour, bitch, that cube alone took me completely out. When that cube started to spin, it's just the amount of work that she puts in. It's ridiculous. And then we don't even have to go to Beachella, because I'll be here all day. I will be here all day if we talk about Beachella. Just go to Netflix and it speaks for itself. But it's like, you outside of her music, right? Because that's the thing. That's the best part. I could stop. Her career in music alone, she's just done so much, just so much. But if we take it outside of there, her philanthropy work, just the way that she reps our people even more and more and harder. She stands for what she believes in. She stands for good things. Like, she's so here for Black women. She lifts us up so well, and she tells us that we can do it, and she just makes us want to work harder. She makes me want to freaking work harder. Beyonce, if you ever see this, you make me want to work harder. I promise, you really do. And it's just like, it's so many things I literally can keep going. But those are the reasons, some of the reasons why I feel like Beyonce is iconic. Okay? And once this is all said and done, like I said, you don't have to believe that right now she is, but best to believe when the dance is done, when this is all said and through, and when Blue Ivy is coming through with her mixtape, and Beyonce is sitting down, executive and co-producing it, along with a certain Rumi, best to believe she will be known as an icon. It's just facts. She's done way too much. She's done too much. She's done too much already. She's done too much. But, as I said, I can understand why somebody would say that she's not yet, because, if I was, and this is no shade when I say this, but if I was the age that Dionne, Warwick, was, and the rest of them, I would feel the same way. Like, girl, you ain't doing, you cute or whatever, but girl, we done seen a lot of girls come and go. Let's see you actually stick here. Let's actually see you, stay through time. Let's see if you can sustain what you've been doing. And I 1010% believe that she can sustain it, because Beyonce has done nothing but get better. Every single time she comes back, she doesn't get worse. That's the craziest part about her. She continuously gets better. She elevates every single time. This woman is almost 40, and since the age of 16, she has grown steadily. And I feel like that's why, as the Beehive, we appreciate her so much, because we were able to really see her come from nothing to where she is now, and she is queen. Shout out though to Dionne Warwick. Girl, I ain't mad at your opinion. It's your opinion. Just like I can have the opinion that out of all of the icons that you said were your peers, you're the least iconic. Have a nice time, y'all. Deuces.